Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Gold Rush. Rick Ness returning for 2023 mining season. For anyone who missed Rick Ness on the last season of Gold Rush, there is good news. Rick will return for the 2023 mining season, and this means he will be back on the show when the next season rolls around later in the year. Here is what we know about Rick returning to Gold Rush next season. Rick Ness returning to Gold Rush next season. When Gold Rush wrapped up its current season, fans took to social media to find out if Rick Ness would be back for the next season of the show. This last season of the popular Discovery Channel series reality TV show saw 4 teams mining for gold, but the popular Rick was not there. Instead, Parker Schnibel and Tony Beats were back to show everyone how it is done, while Fred Lewis and the Clayton brothers were there as upstarts trying to get their feet under them. While the Clayton brothers seemed to succeed in the end, most fans were not happy watching Fred, who seemed to make too many poor decisions and dragged the show down. However, there is good news. When some fans asked on Reddit if Rick would be back for the 2023 mining season, fans mentioned he was coming back and pointed to proof of his return. One fan mentioned that Rick has already posted ads looking for a mechanic in the Yukon, and the ad mentioned they would start working in April. There was also the fact that Rick's girlfriend, Les Airy, said in January that he was coming back to the show, and that was the plan. Why did Rick Ness miss this season of Gold Rush? Rick Ness was on this season of Gold Rush, but he was only there for one episode when his crew went looking for him to find out what was going on. Z did a welfare check on Rick and went to his home where he found his boss working on a car. Rick said that he wasn't going to return for the season, with the worst news here being that he left his crew high and dry without any word until they called him out on it. That might make it hard for Rick to find a crew for 2023 because he proved they can't trust him. However, they might come back because Rick admitted that he was dealing with mental health issues. Rick said he had seasonal affective disorder, SAD, which is a type of depression related to the seasons. He also had a tough time off as he got engaged to Lise before they broke up and eventually got back together again. The Alaskan wilderness, rugged and unyielding, had seen countless men seek their fortunes in its hidden veins of gold. Among them, Rick Ness stood out not just for his tenacity, but for the narrative of resilience and reinvention he embodied. The 2023 mining season was not just another chapter in his story. It was a saga of redemption, a daring return to the place where dreams were made and shattered with equal fervor. Rick Ness, a name synonymous with grit and perseverance, had been away from the Gold Rush scene for a while. The hiatus had left fans speculating and the mining world buzzing with rumors. What had drawn him away? What had he been up to? And, more importantly, would he ever return? These questions lingered in the crisp Alaskan air, unanswered. Until now. The sun rose over the snow-capped peaks, casting long shadows over the dense forests and the winding rivers. It was a new day, a new season, and the man who once walked away from the roar of heavy machinery and the glint of gold dust was back. Rick Ness, with his signature rugged look and determined stride, was returning to the mining fields. The anticipation was palpable, not just among his crew, but across the entire Gold Rush community. Rick's journey back to the mines wasn't just about the lure of gold. It was about reclaiming his place in a world that he had left behind. The intervening years had seen him face personal challenges and triumphs, battles won and lost in the quietude away from the cameras. The man who now stood poised to dig into the earth once more was seasoned by experience, fortified by lessons learned the hard way. His return was heralded by a caravan of heavy machinery, a convoy of hope and ambition, excavators, bulldozers, and wash plants, each a testament to the scale of the operation Rick was about to undertake. The logistics alone were a Herculean task, but for Rick, this was just another step in his journey. His team, a motley crew of seasoned miners and enthusiastic newcomers, mirrored his determination. They were ready to follow him into the depths of the Alaskan wilderness, to unearth the treasures hidden beneath the frozen ground. The first day of the 2023 mining season was a flurry of activity. Rick, ever the hands-on leader, was everywhere at once. He was calibrating equipment, strategizing with his foremen, and lending a hand wherever needed. His presence was a galvanizing force, a beacon of energy that infused the camp with a renewed sense of purpose. The rhythmic clank of machinery and the hum of engines were the symphony of a new beginning, the prelude to an epic quest for gold. As the days turned into weeks, the challenges mounted. The weather, fickle and unpredictable, threw curveballs that tested the mettle of the entire crew. Torrential rains turned paths into muddy quagmires, and sudden cold snaps froze machinery solid. Yet Rick's resolve never wavered. He was out in the elements, leading by example, pushing through the adversities with the same relentless drive that had brought him back. Each shovelful of dirt, each pan of gravel, was a step closer to the elusive mother lode. The excitement built with every promising glint of gold in the sluice boxes, each speck a testament to their hard work and determination. Rick's leadership was not just about finding gold, it was about instilling a sense of camaraderie and purpose. His crew was not just working for a paycheck. They were part of a dream, a vision of success forged in the fires of perseverance. Rick's story was not just one of physical toil, but of mental fortitude. The weight of past failures and the pressure of expectations were heavy burdens, yet he carried them with grace. His interactions with his crew were filled with moments of mentorship and shared wisdom, his experience a guiding light for those who looked up to him. The bond between Rick and his team was palpable, a brotherhood forged in the crucible of hard work and shared goals. The mining season progressed, and with it, the finds grew richer. The payoff for their relentless pursuit was a cascade of gold, a testament to their collective effort. Rick's return had not only reignited his own passion, but had also inspired his crew to push beyond their limits. The culmination of their hard work was not just measured in ounces of gold, but in the strength of the team and the resilience of the human spirit. Rick Ness's return to the 2023 mining season was more than a comeback. It was a renaissance. It was a story of a man who had faced his demons, who had walked away only to return stronger and more determined. It was a tale of leadership and teamwork, of the relentless pursuit of a dream in the face of daunting challenges. The Alaskan wilderness had tested him, but it had also welcomed him back, its hidden treasures waiting to be claimed by those daring enough to seek them.